Everyone keeps making fun of me about I can't lift up a bike without shaking. I'm gonna show them. No. Oh, that's so heavy. Yeah. Yeah. One day I'll get there. Wait. No, another day. Damn. 2022 Scott Spark RC Comp Yellow in a size medium, weighing in at 27 pounds 15 ounces, and in kilos that is 12.66 kilos. Stay tuned to after video. We are a free body stem test on these synchronous wheels right here. Thank you guys. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys this beautiful 2022 Scott Spark RC Comp in this yellow color. Retail on this bike is $4,200, and it's a size medium, and as you guys just saw, it weighed in right around, I believe it was 27 pounds, I think it was. But absolutely beautiful bike. This is a full carbon fiber bike. It is a dual suspension setup, 120 millimeter travel in the front, 120 millimeter travel in the rear where the shock is hidden at right here. But you do not see a full suspension carbon fiber bike anymore for $4,200, especially with this much innovation with the shock being hidden inside there. So I'm gonna go over this whole bike, talk about what it has to offer, show you guys where the shock is hidden at. As you guys can see, the little door underneath there. So kudos to them. We're in South Florida where there's a lot of dust, dirt, and sand and grit. And one of the main reasons why shocks fail or have to be serviced so often is because those shocks go ahead and get sand and grit in those dust seals, and then they seep into there, and that causes the issues. So when you cover that and take the shock away from the elements, you have much better longevity of it. And this yellow color is absolutely beautiful. This bike is in stock right now. It's a size medium, so if you guys were interested in buying it, we do have it here. And let me know if you guys are interested. You can send me an email to the link down below. Without further ado, we'll get into this whole bike. Man, this thing is beautiful. So I think, okay, yeah, so that's aluminum linkage, that's carbon, and that's carbon. But anyways, so starting off with the top here, you can see they made some changes from the Scott Spark line from 2021 to 2022. Shock is hidden internally. They also run the cables internally now. I don't know how well I feel about that, but we'll see what happens in the long term. But you have a aluminum Scott synchronous bar here. Just a normal cross-country bar. This is gonna be the new cross-country lineup. We have on here Shimano Derailleur brakes right here, and a SRAM NX 12-speed mechanical shifting. The grips on here are going to be a lock-on synchronous grip, and then you can see over here on the other side we have their patented twin lock system where you can actually change at both times. See how those two cables are here? This controls the front shock, this controls the rear shock. You press it once, it locks out the shocks midway. You press again, it locks out the shocks fully. So if you want to make it a stiffer ride, you have the option to do so, and then you press this lever again one more time to release the shocks if you like. Very cool situation. I mean, that's definitely going to change the way the bike rides, the way the bike feels, and how it manipulates as well. Going down to the fork here, we have a Fox 32 float, black Kashima coated shock on here, 120 millimeter travel, 44 millimeter offset. 120 millimeter travel is now going to be their standard for the XC bikes. This is the same bike, or not the same bike, but this is the same style bike that Nino's riding. They went with a larger travel because of the fact they figured with more travel, you're gonna be more comfortable going over objects or obstacles in the course, which will in turn make you to go over stuff faster. So they're saying that you don't have to slow down going up to those obstacles. You'll have more trust in the bike and be able to maneuver over those obstacles quicker, which in turn will give you a faster lap time. You have the cables integrated, which run through here, go down to the stem right here. This little cap cover comes off. You can adjust the stem here as well. But like I said, I just don't like how open that is. I feel like if you're riding, especially mountain bikers, you know, we're dirty, you're gonna get sand, grit, grime, water in there. That leads directly down into the frame hole, if that makes sense, a headset hole. So don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see how time tells. You have the yellow decals to match the front fork. This is a boost spacing mountain bike, so this is a 15 by 110 front through axle. The wheels on here are just going to be a aluminum synchronous wheel, aluminum rim, aluminum synchronous hub, and just regular J-bend spokes on here as well. The rims are tubeless ready. The tires are tubeless ready. The tires they chose to put on here are going to be the Recon Race 29 by 2.4. And you can also, they include the tubeless valves in here. You just have to go ahead and buy the fluid for it to make it tubeless. But the Maxxis tires are a great tire. You can see not too aggressive, very smooth, or actually minimal tread, but with the width on there, it's going to give you that extra grip that you want. For the rotors, it's a 180 millimeter rotor in the front with a center lock. You have your 6 millimeter Allen key to remove the through axle, and then you have your Shimano disc brake right here as well. Just a regular cross country brake, 2 pistons, not a 4-piston brake like you'll see on the bigger travel bikes. You have the Scott logo now, which you can see they change up a little bit. It's a solid letter which goes down, and goes quicker and quicker and quicker, which looks like you're moving faster and faster. I'll talk more about these features on the bike in a little bit. Going back over to this side, we have on the top here, we have this beautiful paint job. Similar to like how the road bike jobs are. It's a gloss black paint job with the Spark logo in the actual color. And it fades to the RC to let you know what kind of bike you're riding, just in case you forgot. You have the synchronous water bottle cages on here as well. And this year, which is new for 2022, you can actually have a second water bottle cage right here, because beforehand, the rear shock was located right here, which would not allow you to have a second water bottle cage. So now you get more nutrition. I'm sorry, more hydration. The only thing bad I'll say about this is that this is a very small water bottle cage. You can probably only get about a 20-ounce water bottle in there, but it is a step forward. You're getting more hydration, so that is good. But look at that paint job. That paint job is beautiful, man, in the sunlight. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. One of the nicer paint jobs out there. $4,200 for this bike. Gorgeous paint job. Crank is a SRAM NX crank. You have a 32-tooth chainring on here as well. You have a SRAM NX chain as well. The bottom bracket is going to be a press fit, 92 millimeters, I believe, PF 92. So it's a press fit still. I would like to see a threaded, but it is what it is. You have a little carbon fiber chain protector right here as well. And I think for this current year, for all these new Spark models, the biggest chainring size you can go on to is a 38-tooth chainring. So they increase the width of what you can put on there for chainring size. I'll show you guys the shock in a second. All these bolts for Scott as well, keep this in mind, are Torx. They're either T20, T25, so you're going to probably need to change your arsenal in terms of different Allen keys you're going to need. You're going to need different tools to go ahead and adjust for that. But you can see even the top tube, they made all these differences to this bike to shave down weight. These are actually pretty lightweight bikes for a full suspension mountain bike. Very narrow, very thin top tube. The shock is hidden inside the frame. It looks great. Big fan. Going to the rear, we have a SRAM NX cassette. 10 gears on the bottom, 50 tooth up top, 12 speed in total. You have a SRAM NX rear derailleur as well here on the back. Would love to see it with the upgraded drivetrain system, but again, it's $4,200 for a brand new platform system with carbon fiber everything. Really good job. The wheel on the rear is going to be just a regular aluminum synchronous rim, like I mentioned before, just with their original synchronous hub as well, which will get a free out body sound test at the end of it. You know, it sounds kind of quiet, but those can always be upgraded. And the tire in the rear is going to be the Recon Race 29 by 2.4 as well. Nothing different. Same tires front and rear. Seat post is just a regular aluminum synchronous seat post. I believe it's a 34.9 alloy. And then the saddle they're rocking on here is going to be the synchronous Belcara saddle, which they put on pretty much all their Sparks, all their Addicts. I think almost all their bikes come with a saddle. Let me know in the comment section below if you've actually seen another bike come with a different saddle. Rotor in the rear on this bike is going to be a 160 millimeter center lock. You have your flat mount disc brake right here. Sorry, not flat mount disc brake. I don't know why I said that. And then you have your tool right here. The coolest thing about Scott is that this actually comes off. You can actually use this to adjust your headset if it ever came loose. You can actually have that. So it's a nice little tool for you in the back as well. You can see right there, that is the press fit bottom bracket as well. So here is a linkage cover. So this is gonna prevent sand, dust, and grit from going inside of there. You have your sag chart right here. So if you're setting your suspension up and you have a air hose on your rear shock, you can actually tell how much sag you want to set it for your riding preference. Right here is going to be a rubber cover that actually unplugs, and you'll be able to loosen up the bolt here and remove the bolt if you want to drop the shock out for service and maintenance. And then, give me 1 second, I'm gonna lift this bike up like this. I'm gonna show you guys the door, how easy it is to open it. So give me 1 second. All right, so right now I got the bike flipped upside down, okay? Right where I want her at. And then you have this little shock door cover. You can see you have an unlock button and a lock button. We are going to move this to the unlock button. This is gonna pop open. This is our Fox Nude rear shock. You have your place right here. We're going to add air to allow a better suspension setup. You have your cable right here, which can be adjusted for your rear shock for the dual shock system. But you can see how this thing is completely housed inside of there. There's no more worries about service, damaging shocks, stuff like that. And this is just a basic plastic door. I haven't seen other top tier models. It would be really cool if this was a carbon fiber door. But for right now, it's just a plastic door. that goes on top of there, and then you go ahead and put this back into lock position to get it ready to ride. Again, this is all brand new stuff, so we'll have to see longevity of this, if this will hold on to it, if this vibrates loose, we don't know. We just got these bikes in now, so I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen with this bike. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna take this bike and flip back up, and we'll finish the final statements. All right, guys, so that is gonna do it. Like I said before, this is the 2022 Scott Spark RC in the comp model. Retail on this thing is $4,200. This is a size medium, it is in stock. You're getting a fully carbon fiber XC ready bike with a little bit more travel now on this bike for 120 mil travel front, 120 millimeter travel rear shock as well. So it's actually capable of doing more trails. It's an all-around bike, very fast bike, but to get your feet wet into mountain biking, let's say you didn't want to break the bank, this is a perfect mid-range level bike with a lot of capabilities and a lot of upside that does not really hinder you from upgrading if you ever want to in the future. So beautiful bike from Scott. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Free out body sound test on this Scott Synchros rear wheel and Synchros rear hub. Here it comes right now. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.